Good morning, everyone. Today we will start the essay paper. So let's start. UPSC Mains essay past papers 1993 to 2021. Essay previous year papers 1993 to 2021. In UPSC Mains exam, the essay paper consists of 250 marks and 3 hours time limit. Since 2014, essay paper format is as follows. Section A, write any one of the four given essays in 1000 to 1200 words. Section B, write any one of the four given essays in 1000 to 1200 words. Thus, in 3 hours, you have to write total 2 essays out of given list of 8 essays. Preparation sources for essay is better to read newspaper daily, editorial part and analysis of the newspaper is must. And second one is purchase a good book for essay. And third source is NCRT textbooks. Now let's start essays previous year. Point number A, quote based philosophy ethics. A, character honesty ethics. Number 1, philosophy of wantlessness is a utopian while materialism is a chimera. 2021, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. 2020, ships don't sink because of water around them, ships sink because of water that gets into them. Life is a long journey between being human and being humane. Values are not what humanity is but what humanity ought to be. Best for an individual is not necessarily best for the society. Courage to accept the dedication to improve are two keys to sources. Wisdom finds truth. 2019. A people that values its privileges above its principles loses both. Customary morality cannot be a guide modern file. We may brave human laws but cannot resist natural laws. Need brings greed. If greed increases, it spoils breed. Character of an institution is reflected in its leader. With the great power comes greater responsibility. Words are sharpened than the two-edged sword. Attitude makes, habit makes character, and character makes a man. He would reign within himself and folds his passion and desires, and fear is more than a king. Point B, India. Democracy, administration, society, culture. B1, India since independence. Number 1, is the colonial mentality hindering India's success? 2013. In the context of Gandhiji's view on the matter, explore on the evolutionary scale the terms Swadhinta, Swaraj, and Dharma Rajya critically comment on the contemporary relevance to Indian democracy. Point number third, dreams which should not let India sleep. Why should we be proud of being Indians? With the Indian democracy, how far has democracy in India delivered the goods? What we have not learned during 50 years of independence. What we have gained from our democratic setup. My vision of India in 2001 AD. B2, Federalism Decentralization. Impact of the new economic measures on fiscal ties between the Union and states in India. Water disputes between states in federal India. Cooperative federalism myth or reality. creation of smaller states and the consequent administrative, economic, and developmental implications. Evaluation of Panchayati Raj in India from the point of view of eradication of power to people. Water resources should be under the control of the central government 2004. The language problem in India, its past, present, and prospect 1998. B3 Administration. There are better practice to best practices 2021. How should a civil servant conduct himself 2003. Politics without ethics is a disaster 1995. Fourth, the VIP cult is a bane of Indian democracy 1996. India for Transparency in Public Administration 1996. Country's need for a better disaster management system 2000. Politics, bureaucracy, and business fatal triangle 1994. B for judiciary. We may brave human laws but cannot resist natural laws. Justice must reach the poor. Judicial activism and Indian democracy, judicial activism. B5. Poverty, social justice. There can be no social justice without economic prosperity, but economic prosperity without social justice is meaningless. 2020. Neglect of primary health care and education in India are reason for its backwardness. The focus of healthcare is increasing, getting skewed towards the haves of our society. Food security for sustainable national development 20 2005. Reservation politics and empowerment 1999. Indian society culture and values. Culture is what we are, civilization is what we have 2020. Indian culture today, a myth or a reality 2000. Modernism and our traditional socio ethical values 2000. The composite culture of India 1998 in the Indian society at the crossroads. From traditional Indian philanthropy to the Gates Buffett model, a natural progression, a paradigm shift. New cult and good godman, a threat to traditional religion. Media, TV, and cinema. Biased media is a real threat to Indian democracy. Responsibility of media is in a democracy. Role of media in good governance. Does Indian cinema shape our popular culture or merely reflect it? How has satellite television brought brought about cultural change in Indian mindsets? Is sting operation an invasion on privacy? Mass media and cultural invasion. The misinterpretation and misuse of freedom in India. Economy development. Growth versus development. Poverty anywhere is a threat to prosperity everywhere. Digital economy a leveler or a source of economic inequality. Innovation is the key determinant of economic growth and social welfare. Near jobless growth in India, an anomaly or an outcomes of economic reform 2016. Crisis faced in India, moral or economic? Was it the policy paralysis or the paralysis of implementation which slowed the growth of our country? GDP, gross domestic product, along with GDH, gross domestic happiness, would be the right indices for judging the well being of a country. Can capitalism bring inclusive growth? Resource management in the Indian context. 1999. Economic growth without distributive justice is bound to breed violence. Environment versus development. Alternative technologies for a climate change resilient India. Should a moratorium be imposed on all fresh mining in tribal areas of the country? Urbanization and its hazards. 2008. Protection of ecology and environment is essential for sustained economic development. Urbanization is a blessing in disguise. 1997. Ecological consideration need not hamper development. MNCs. Globalization would finish small scale industries in India. Multinational corporations, saviors or saboteurs. Special economic zone, boon or ban, is the criticism that the public private partnership model for development is more or a bane than a boon in the Indian context justified. 2012. Sectors of economy. Farming has lost the ability to be a source of subsistence for majority of farmers in India. 2017. BPO boom in India. Tourism can be the next big thing for India. Are our traditional handicrafts doomed to a slow death? 2019. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you like the video. Please like, share, and subscribe.